Keith Weaver
is not available. Record your message at the tone. When you are finished, hang up or press pound for more options.
Keith, it's Tammy Sanford Banks again. I know I leave you too many messages and you have to waste time in your morning listening to them. I don't know why you and Candace continue to tell me that you don't know what's going on with my case when I keep you informed every day what's going on. You do know. You know exactly what's going on. And again, I don't know what this meeting is that you told Candace I requested. I didn't request anything. Why do you guys keep putting words in my mouth? Why do you keep doing this? I'm not riding with Kay.
To send this message, press pound or hang up. To play it,
So this is what happens when I try to leave messages and then I get shut off. I don't know if it's some automatic thing that if you quit talking for a minute. So Keith throws a fit because I leave him messages. Asked me if I'm seeing mental health because the one time I left him a whole 7-minute message. And I asked him, are you telling me that I'm crazy because I'm a woman and I talk too much? So Kay Van Duzen is my direct social worker, the one that threw the box at me, the one that has questioned my children about their conversations with their law guardian, their attorney. No one has the right, not even me, their own mother, to question them about a conversation with their attorney, their doctor, their counselor, not even their teacher anymore. Who the fuck does she think she is? So now Keith Weaver is setting up this meeting to have with Kay Van Duzen, her supervisor, Candace Craig, her supervisor, Joelle Potter, her supervisor, Tasha Imadan, and the deputy commissioner, Keith Weaver. I never requested this meeting. He informed me we were having a meeting. But then he tells Candace, I requested this meeting. No, I didn't. I didn't even know a meeting was possible. And he lectures me on the chain of command. I'm supposed to speak to Kay. If I don't get anywhere with Kay, then I'm only allowed to call Candace. And then I have to give Candace 24, 48 hours to call me back. And if that doesn't work, then I get to call Joelle. And if she doesn't call me back in 24, 48 hours, then I get to call Tasha. Then if that doesn't work in 24, 48 hours, then I get to call Keith. And then Keith just reverts me right back to Kay. Which, if talking to her to begin with is the problem, I don't know why I get reverted back to her. How does this work? The food chain goes beyond Keith Weaver. I called the Attorney General's office for New York State and asked, how do I report a social worker? They gave me a phone number. It's supposed to be to a commissioner's committee. Well, there's no acting commissioner right now in Delaware County. The prior one passed away. The position was just recently posted. Do you know what the phone number is? It goes right to Keith Weaver's office. It's his direct number. So there's not even a commissioner's committee to even report any of this to. Now, they have also collected over $100,000 in child support over the past few years. And I have repeatedly tried to get this reviewed. And they keep telling me bullshit. I have called the governor's office, and I was working with Mira through Senator Oberbecker's office. only to be referred to the child support helpline. And this is the form that I get. And then this form I have to send to the county that it happened in. The exact same county that they won't do anything to begin with. The exact same county they won't do anything to begin with. These counties have no oversight. They just get to do whatever they want. I need an attorney. Obviously, I am poor. I don't have money to hire an attorney. Apparently, according to everyone I talk to, which everyone I encounter, I talk to about this, there's no attorneys doing pro bono anymore in New York State. I guess they just don't want to. So tomorrow I have court, family court, to try to get custody back of my 4 sons, which are only in this quote-unquote foster care system, which 2 of them are staying with my adult son, 2 of them are staying with my adult daughter, which are little assholes. They wouldn't help me. The only way they were going to help me is if the county paid them to. So now they're getting foster care money to take care of their younger siblings. And they don't want to give those kids up because they like that money. So tomorrow I have court with a court-appointed attorney, David Gordon, who won't speak to me. We have no game plan for court tomorrow. We will speak 5 minutes before, and whatever these attorneys and social services already have planned, that's what's going to happen. I have no say-so. There's nothing I can do about any of this. I need an attorney. Is there anyone on God's green earth that is willing to help me? Ruth M. Drum, a CPS worker, child protective, hit me with her car in 1981, the day before kindergarten. Do you know what this has done to my life? And now that I'm almost 50, the toll this has taken, that trauma, a broken femur, cracked pelvis, I have developed scoliosis. Was not born with it. This is from the car accident. I cannot work. Not because of anything I did to myself. Because I was creamed by a car, by a Delaware County employee in a Delaware County car. I have every right to go back and reopen this case. It's in the settlement. I need an attorney. I have direct information on abuse to other people in this county. We need an attorney. Kay Van Dusen has done nothing but been abusive, abrasive. She has undermined every move I have tried to make to not only get custody of my sons, but to get my life back together, obtaining stable housing for us, trying to secure any kind of financial stability. Everywhere I go, she contacts and tells them not to work with me. And then social services, Candace Craig and Keith Weaver, just keep claiming plausible deniability. Although I call and talk to them, well, not directly to them, I leave them messages. And then I'm told because of those messages, I need mental health. And I'm lectured about the food chain over there. She threw a box at me and they won't listen. They refuse to give me a new caseworker. I do not feel safe with her. We need an attorney. I have not been able to see my sons other than supervised visits since they took them and put them in foster care, merely because we were homeless. They have documentation this whole time of everything that I have tried to do on my own to remedy this situation, because all they tell you is do it yourself. Although I see many other families bestowed mountains of help, endless help, people just doing shit for them not having to learn to do things on their own, to do it themselves. Not only have I done this myself, I have done this in spite of all the resistance that has been created for me in trying to get this done. And my sons have now been denied access to me. I'm not even accused of abusing them. I've done nothing to them to warrant supervised visits. They cannot give me any clear answers as to why it's like this. Even my attorney can't understand. I was told by social services and Delaware Opportunities this is just standard. And he said, David Gordon, my attorney, said, no, it's not. But he won't give me answers either because he won't talk to me. I call and leave him endless messages. I have been sending him endless emails explaining to him everything that's been going on. And I guarantee when we get into court tomorrow, nothing's going to get done about any of this. Nothing. My sons need an attorney. I requested when this first happened that they be put into counseling. But in Delaware County, when kids go into foster care, they are blocked off from any contact with their families. It is limited. They do not get put into counseling. There are numerous foster care families that I have examples of this. I have spoken to many people that worked or still work in the social services system, and not only for Delaware County. When these drivers are told, you collect any information that you can on these families and you report it. Delaware Opportunities, that's what they do. They collect information on families and report it. I have a driver that allowed me to interview her. She told me this. I met a woman today. She worked for a different county, and she told me the exact same thing happened in that county. These social workers just put their feelers out and think that everyone works for them. And they just gather whatever information they can on a family. Although right here in Delaware County, a couple just killed their 3-year-old. It was in the newspaper. In Masonville, a man just stabbed his pregnant wife and the 2 kids that lived with them. I don't know if they were his kids or not. There are obvious families where social services should be involved, and they're not. And you can report these people, and they do nothing. But families like mine, that all I needed was help finding an apartment. It is impossible in New York State to easily find a 3-bedroom apartment. And they know this. And they took my sons and put them in foster care anyway. I spoke to a lady the other day whose children were taken, and she fought for over 2 years to get her children back, and they were taken needlessly. There is a problem in Delaware County. I don't even have a CPS worker. I am not even under investigation. Kay Van Dusen is supposed to be a preventive worker, which I requested, preventive. They're supposed to give you help and guidance. They're supposed to work to keep a family united. And she made it clear to me that she is going to work as a CPS worker. That's what she's decided that she's doing. She's done everything possible to try to alienate me from my sons. She has it so the doctor's offices won't talk to me. The schools won't talk to me. The dentist's office won't talk to me. Delaware Opportunities won't talk to me. But then I'm supposed to report to them every move I make. And I'm not telling them anything anymore. Anything I do, any move I make, she's right there blocking me from making any progress. I'm not telling them anything anymore. If you are having these problems with social services, call the Attorney General's office. Contact a senator. I've been working with Senator Oberbecker's office. Contact your assemblyman. Contact your mayor. Contact somebody. Something needs to be done. We need to do something about this. They're just playing games in families' lives. Good families that just needed help. I reported myself to social services when they would not allow me to report my landlord. So I reported myself to the child abuse helpline to get help finding an apartment. Do you know how many people actually said the words to me? Do it yourself. Rena Maselli actually screamed those words on the phone and hung up on me. This is why I started recording everything. For the attorney that I will eventually get for my sons. First and foremost, for my sons. I can't even imagine the trauma this has done, being ripped away from me needlessly. I am begging as a poor person on behalf of my children for an attorney. I do not have money up front. I do not have a retainer. But I guarantee if you listen to me, we have a case. And you obviously get a third of whatever we win. Please, somebody refer me to an attorney. Or an attorney contact me. 607-221-7823. Is there anyone out there at all with a heart or a conscience? Please